Welcome back, fans and friends. For this upcoming video, we have Greenlight Hollywood series, and obviously you can see John Wick there. The 1974 Checker Taxi. They did have a hobby shop version of this. It was a Chrysler though. They don't advertise anything whatsoever. We will see when we go to the back whose it is. Limited edition, probably Chrysler's, and contains one die-cast vehicle. We all know that. They have moved up. So this one here is 17 plus. Usually it's 14 plus. I'll be heavily interested to see if this hood, you can see there the cutouts, if the hood opens. That's the most important thing to me because like I said, you're going to pay 10 bucks for this thing. Those last two F1s that I paid were the same price as this. So would you rather have those two F1 cars from Barago, which were done reasonably well, or this taxi? Not this taxi, but Greenlights in general. And we have the New York license plate. You can see the yellow there. I will take a closer look at it when I get it out. But yeah, it is New York's license plate. They're famous for that yellow. It looks really good. Evenly painted, no complaints there. This little weird thing, I'm pretty sure it's not a mispaint. It is how the car is painted itself. But anyway, we'll see the other side. Wheels and tires look to be okay. Nothing wrong with that. And this is Series 33. And you can see there's a little bit extra material from the cardboard. But there's no missing material on this side, so I guess it's just really long. And so there is no manufacturer's tag, so FCA, Chrysler, whatever. I don't see anything else here. I just see Summit and Lionsgate, and that would be the company that produced John Wick and brought it to theaters. And so here we have basically a synopsis of the movie, the third one, and they don't advertise the third one out there, they just say John Wick. So anyway, you've seen the Mustang from the first one I've done. This is the third one. There's also a Dodge Charger version of these Greenlight somewhere out there. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. And then the Greenlight collectibles, once again 17 plus. There's its date of manufacturer. So this is actually 2 years old, and it just appeared on shelves now. And then 2021 266 day and the 14562 WB. Everything else there is normal for a Greenlight. Not really normal, but normal for a Greenlight. And so we have the normal Greenlight with the insert to keep the car from more or less being completely destroyed when you're opening it, or if you leave it in there, it balances it out so it's not constantly rubbing up against anything. And like I was pointing out earlier, that is part of the painted taxi. There is the indicators, brake lights. And it is a metered fare, flat fare for JFK, so that if you're a regular person hailing a taxi cab, you pay per distance/time, and then if you go to the airport, they appear to not I don't want to say overcharge, but not keep the meter running. And obviously New York City taxi for the T, and this is the cab code for the unit in operation. We have there the off-duty 5L89, and again off-duty. And I guess this changes when it is on duty. Nice and easy to see into the car. The nice large headrests, appearance from a Chrysler Imperial from the 50s. And so the good news, fans and friends, is the hood opens. The bad news is that's all it opens. We will save that for last. And like I said, this is the cab number license plate in New York. We can clearly see there. There's the two. Everything else appears to be really finely detailed. It looks great. There's the warning light if the cab has been otherwise hijacked. There's a front license plate. I'm interested that it's not in the middle, but it's on the side there, right side. There's the taxi registration number and everything else. Just on the front windshield, nice details there. So I do see here so this would have been on the outside, and I did not see it whatsoever. Yeah, so I thought it might have been something in the plastic, but it is in fact a defect. So for those of you who are not really into these checker taxi cabs, it's not going to kill you, but you can clearly see here what it's supposed to look like, and then here what mine looks like. And it is very gritty. You can feel that. It's just entirely, I think it's just glue. Some hot water, probably take that right off. 2019 casting, it looks really good underneath, I'll give it that. Made in China, Greenlight. This has 11,002. So this has a 5-digit limited edition number, which means there must be a lot more of these out there. And it's really weird. It's like that Black Star Wars Black Series thing. They'll produce more of the ones people don't want, but then the ones people want will be more limited and thus not really command a higher prices, but be harder to find. And so we have the GL number. I believe it's 119. So that's the Greenlight coding for the product. There's the gas tank. And 2021 Summit Entertainment LLC. All rights reserved, 26621, exactly the same as what's on the package. And it just says 1974 checker. You assume it's a taxi from its the appearance. And obviously everything else, nice skinny tires. The bumper, for once, it's done really well in the back and really well in the front. So it's one of those cars nobody's going to see or have, but otherwise it's done really well. So there's the muffler, there's the transmission drive shaft. Appears to be a front-wheel drive car because everything there, the transfer case and whatnot. And there's no... Actually, I do have, see there, differential. So it might actually be rear-wheel drive. Yeah, because they wouldn't have this. It would just be here. But otherwise, it looks really nice underneath, which is great compared to those F1 cars. Anything from Mattel will not be quite as well done as this one is. So like I said, the hood does not open very well. No, it opens very well. It doesn't open very wide. I apologize. It does not open very wide. My attempts to pull it out, I don't want to damage it. I've already damaged several of my M2s and Greenlights on these videos. But there's the engine. It looks nice and complicated, but because the hood doesn't open very well, it does not look very... how do I put it? It's not. We're not able to reveal it. It does have the air filter, so that 70s style air filter and the Greenlight special right there. The left support bar is not painted. I guess that's normal, but there are multiple parts of that engine you can see. Parts of it are white, silver, black, and then two-tone black, so it looks really nice. Problem is the hood doesn't open. So, fans and friends, if you're thinking about getting the John Wick Taxi, the 1974 checker, here it is. I have saved you the thing. If you wouldn't need to have it with the hood opening, it does open. Doesn't open very well. At least mine anyway. Otherwise, the car itself is reasonably well done. That huge thing on that is basically, and the lack of rearview mirrors, is basically the major gripe that I have about this car. And it rolls very well. So if that's important to you as well, it is very heavy. I would say it's heavier than those two F1 cars that I recently did. So, and it's 1/64 scale, not 1/43. So, thanks for watching. This is Thomas from Toronto, and till the next one.